If the scoops at Blue Cow Ice Cream seem a little creamier, it's because they are.
The amount of butter fat that goes into the product is the higher, the better to a point. So we run a 14% butter fat ice cream.
Suspended in that butter fat are larger chunks of the yumminess that define the flavors.
Ours is a little different because it's not, we have bigger pieces of Oreo that we, chop versus those fine granulars that you can sometimes get in Oreo. So little things like that make it a little different on top of being, a premium ice cream.
For Jason and Carolyn Kiser, those ingredients are a huge part of the growing enterprise they're building in the ice cream world. The other ingredients? Family, hard work, and entrepreneurial vision.
Right now it's a little warmer, but you can come on in.
Each had full-time jobs when they took the plunge into that chunky, sugary, and creamy world, when they bought an existing ice cream shop at the base of Mill Mountain and created the name Blue Cow.
Really, it just stems from where we're located, where we started. So the blue comes from the Blue Ridge Mountains, the cow from the cow, clearly where we get the dairy. That's how it came.
They knew they were onto something as soon as they opened the doors.
But really, from the time we opened our doors, day one, the lines were forming and just people were coming and talking about it and telling us how much they enjoyed the product and the experience. So really, almost right away, we were thinking, hey, this has got legs and I think it's gonna run. I'd say within 6 or 7 months, we were having a lot of interest in other areas. People were telling us, you gotta bring this here, you gotta come to this area.
That led them to opening a shop in Virginia Beach, where today they have 2, plus 2 in Richmond and 1 in Fredericksburg. Add in the shop in Roanoke and a food truck. The ice cream is now made in a larger facility in Roanoke and shipped across the state. And their expansion has momentum.
We've had interest in franchise, we've looked at wholesale. One of the challenges for us to growth is we want to stay true to the product and the integrity of the product. And, we make a lot of things by hand. We have a team of 10 or 15 people over at our production kitchen that are making everything we put into our ice cream. So we don't want to lose that in the growth. So we're kind of trying to go slow and steady and maintain the product integrity and find ways that make sense to keep growing the business. But right now our plan is to keep going with the retail growth, operate our own retail stores, and 10's our next milestone, I would say.
Yeah.
At the core of everything is the ideology: happy staff and happy customers. And their mantra: we serve up smiles, one handcrafted scoop at a time.